The vast mountain ranges of the Himalayas hold a staggering density of life, hidden deep inside their dramatic valleys. To reach one of the most concentrated pockets of this biodiversity, you travel north from the transit hub of New Delhi to Kathgodam and push up into the steep slopes of the Naina Range to the village of Pangot. Right here, directly over the Pangot region, two massive ecological realms collide, the Palearctic from the north and the Indo-Malayan from the south. This convergence compresses an immense variety of temperate and tropical birdlife into a tiny footprint. The localized oak and pine forests reliably support over 250 documented species. Because of this density, Pangot operates as a highly accessible living laboratory. It distills the vast biodiversity of the Himalayas into a single manageable mountain sanctuary. But accessing this biological density requires navigating some serious terrain. The steep forest trails are narrow, rocky, and heavily shaded, demanding significant physical endurance. Planning a trip here spans a massive financial spectrum. You can execute a grueling solo trek for under 4,000 rupees, or spend upward of 30,000 on a curated, multi-day lodge expedition. At the same time, rising tourist traffic brings real threats to this fragile ecosystem, specifically severe plastic pollution and habitat disruption. To navigate this, we are going to build a tailored blueprint for your trip. We will align your specific budget and physical limits with your target species and outline the strict ethical protocols required to visit. A successful expedition to Pangot demands meticulously matching your physical effort to the birds you want to see, while ensuring you leave absolutely no trace behind. The most cost-effective and ecologically low-impact way to reach the mountain is the Indian Railways network. Travelers specifically utilize the overnight Rani Tet Express sleeper train to Kathgodam, deliberately trading a night in a hotel for a basic bunk on the rails. From the Kathgodam terminus, you negotiate a seat in a shared mountain taxi with locals, bringing the final leg of the journey down to a highly economical 200 rupees. This overnight method achieves a critical logistical goal. It drops you onto the mountain exactly between 6 and 9 a.m., perfectly aligning with the absolute peak window for the dawn chorus and early morning foraging. The trade-off is severe. You sacrifice a full night of sleep, abandon standard comforts, and haul your specialized optical gear straight from a train car into the freezing field. By accepting this physical toll, you use your transit schedule as a strategic tool to hit the forest exactly when the wildlife is most active. If you target the dense oak pine forests during the spring and summer, you are looking for mixed species foraging flocks, known as bird waves. These flocks consist of multiple insectivorous species moving rapidly together through the canopy. They cooperate to flush out insects, creating chaotic, high-density observation events. Tracking them relies heavily on expert auditory skills. You have to identify near-identical warblers entirely by their subtle contact calls, because the thick broadleaf foliage completely obscures your line of sight. If you want to skip the canopy and target high-altitude species, you have to push to the absolute end of the Naina Devi Reserve, to the remote Kunja Karak outpost. This is where serious listers hunt for the endangered cheer pheasant. It clings to precipitous, grassy cliffs, and its gray-barred plumage acts as perfect camouflage against the dry grass. Securing this sighting requires enduring sub-zero dawn temperatures and absolute minimalism. You sleep in a basic rest house and must manually heat your water and haul in all your own food. The species you want to see dictates the type of physical suffering you will endure. You have to consciously choose between the rapid, dense chaos of the lower canopy or the freezing, grueling patience required on the high cliffs. For those looking to bypass the rugged trekking entirely, specialized eco-lodges offer a premium alternative that doubles as a localized conservation hub. These properties actively engineer their immediate microhabitats. They plant dozens of native tree and shrub species and construct viewing hides to reliably provide shelter and attract wildlife. Because of this engineering, you can sit on the lodge porch and comfortably observe stunning, habituated species, like the red-billed blue magpie, right at eye level. This comfort carries a higher financial cost, but that premium directly funds grassroots waste pickers, known as Safaisathis, who actively clear single-use plastics from the surrounding valleys. Whether you pay 30,000 rupees at a lodge or hike in for free, The behavioral ethics here are absolute. There is a strict, non-negotiable ban on using recorded bird calls. Playing audio tracks forces territorial birds to waste critical foraging energy seeking fake rivals. It disrupts mating rituals and frequently leads to nest abandonment. You are also required to stay strictly on the demarcated trails. This prevents the trampling of ground-nesting birds, and it keeps you safe from the apex predators, like leopards, that perfectly camouflage into the thick underbrush. True conservation in this region means adapting your expectations to the wildlife's boundaries, rather than forcing the ecosystem to perform for your camera. This chart maps out your options to help you finalize a strategy, plotting financial cost on the horizontal axis against physical effort on the vertical axis. In the high-effort, low-cost quadrant, we have the independent trekker. This profile relies on sleeper trains, carries their own gear, and accepts freezing minimalism to track elusive pheasants on the high cliffs. Down in the low-effort, high-cost quadrant sits the eco-lodge conservationist. This traveler pays a premium for comfortable, engineered sightings of mixed flocks, while passively funding local zero-waste initiatives. Regardless of where you land on this chart, the mandate to eliminate plastic waste and strictly avoid audio playback applies to everyone. By strategically aligning your budget and physical endurance with the realities of the mountain, you secure a world-class birding experience while actively safeguarding the Himalayan biosphere for the generations to come.